poppin', nieces and nephews? It's your favorite neighborhood scary godauntie, and we back. Hey, and we back. Hey, and we back. Hey, and we back. Hey. So, happy Bootober. I lost count of the days. I have no idea which day of Bootober it is. I just know we don't have much time left. The clock is ticking, y'all. But today's Tuesday. I know I normally wear like Halloween colors or a Halloween style shirt or something, but I wanted to wear this pink hoodie because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I lost one of my favorite people to ever exist earlier this year to breast cancer, and fuck that shit. But yeah, I just wanted to raise awareness. We need to kick cancer's ass, and that's on period. But like I said, we're doing another batmail today. I got Marvin here again to facilitate because I went on my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Snapchat. I told y'all to hit that curious cat. Instagram, y'all don't like me very much. It's cool. It's cool. Whatever. Twitter is the superior app anyway. Y'all got out of pocket even more than last week, and I'm gonna just get right into it because y'all don't know how to act. First question, why do you love Halloween so much? Honestly, my over interest in witches kind of sparked me loving Halloween. Next! What's your favorite sister's name? Okay, well, first of all, I only have one sister, and that's Kristen. And I know you're watching this, and you and Elijah both get on my nerves. Next! Why do you hate clowns? I'm deathly afraid of clowns. If I see one, I will start crying. That's not something that I like to joke about. Like, if you send me a clown, I will never speak to you again. It freaks me out. So, when I was 3, my sister was turning 8. And my mom decided it would be a good idea to dress up as a clown to go to my sister's school for her birthday. Great for my sister. She loves all that crazy stuff. But she decided after being done with my sister, she was going to come pick me up from daycare to surprise the kids. You know, normal kids like clowns and stuff. You know, like the circus and all that. And she tried to pick me up, like physically pick me up. And I was like, you better back up with all that. And she was like, Cara, it's mommy. I was like, you are not my mom. I don't know who you are. And I ran out the daycare into the back to the playground, climbed on top of the monkey bars, and sat there and screamed, no, I'm not leaving. I don't know you. How are you guys just gonna let this person take me? So my mom went all the way back home, came all the way back in regular clothes, and she came to get me, and I was like, Mom, these people really just try to let this crazy clown take me. And they kept saying that it was you, but I knew it wasn't you. And she was just like, oh, is that so? Like, just didn't care about my feelings at all, and I've been scared of clowns ever since. And it's all her fault, and that's also the reason why I'm scared of people in costumes. Next! Carving pumpkins or painting them. Here's the thing. I'm not good at either. You know, there's something therapeutic about painting. Carving pumpkins, you kind of have to have talent for that, and I do not. So, I'm gonna go the easy way out. Next! Favorite CNCO song? Well, I just started listening to them recently, but I'd have to say Mamita is really good, and I like Reggaeton Lento, the remix with Little Mix. I really like that song. They're fun. I really like their music. Last concert you went to? Last concert I went to was the Jonas Brothers. That day was a whole dream come true. And if you don't love the Jonas Brothers, to be honest, there might be something wrong with you. I don't know. I don't make the rules, okay? Next! Kiss, Marry, Kill. Austin Porter, Nick Mara, and oh, I'm gonna butcher his name because nobody wanted to tell me how to pronounce his name. Zabdiel? but the blonde one in CNCO. Ugh, I feel so bad. Somebody correct me on how to say it. This is embarrassing. But here's the thing. I'm gonna kiss Austin with consent. I'm gonna kill Z, and let me tell you why. I don't know him like that. Like, he cute or whatever, but I don't know him like that. When I know him, my answer might change. But I'm gonna marry Nick, and y'all know why, and I'm not explaining myself, okay? Next, have Nick or Austin shout out your channel. You can't choose both. That's kind of a hard question because neither of them be on social media, and ooh, that's hard. I love both of them. Like, those are my guys, and you know, they both would probably bring traction. I'd have to go with Nick just because our audiences are very similar and they would probably enjoy watching me more than like who Austin would reach. You know what I'm saying? Next, what are your favorite Pretty Much songs and why? Ooh, y'all tried it because y'all know what my #1 is. I'm sorry, but it's On My Way. Y'all thought I was gonna say something else, huh? On My Way is my all-time #1, point blank, period. That's top tier. It's nobody's competing with On My Way, period. I don't care. Honestly, fun fact, I didn't like On My Way the first time when I first started getting into them. But now there's just something about when you hear that, yeah, hey, and then you get to that, every time we do this, it's the same thing. Wait, Z, hold on, run that shit back. Run it back. To me, it's a breakup song. It's one of those breakup songs that like have you turned, but you like kind of questioning some things. Like, dang, is my girl in another club with somebody else? Do I need to speed way over the limit? Zoom? So many questions, so many thoughts, you know? #2 would have to be Temporary Heart. That's my, you already know how I feel about Temporary Heart. That is my jam. My mom is tired of hearing her. She means everything to me. There's just something about that song that just hits different. The live version even slaps because when it hits that R&B like bass beat groove, when they get into the, and it hits that little doo-doo-doo, go like, #3 is For You. Gave us the little sexy side of them. I wasn't expecting it. I was hoping for more body rolls during tour, but it's fine. You know, a lot of silhouetting, and I will never forgive them for that childish ass first lyric, kiss me in your jammies by the fireplace, but we all know what Edwin wanted to really say. Yeah, I'm gonna just give you my top 3 because if I keep going down the list, I feel like y'all gonna judge me and I don't got time for none of that. Next, favorite Mark song or songs. My #1 all-time favorite song by Mark is Heroin, and it's off his Gossip Columns album, and he knows that. That is also one of his favorite songs. Fun fact, that song was originally written for Rihanna, but Heroin's my #1, and then Real One, which is also off Gossip Columns, NASCAR off of PMD, Aquemini off of PMD, and Morning, hope he never retires it. And if he does, it's Hands on Sight. Next, Ghost or Thriller? Okay, when I first seen this question, I had no idea what this person was talking about, and then it clicked. Michael Jackson did, it was like in 2006, I think, he did a short film called Ghosts, and I will pick Ghost over Thriller any day. Thriller does not, Ghost ain't Thriller, period. Like, there's nothing better than watching Michael Jackson scare the living daylights out of white people. I don't know, but Ghost, it just, Next, what's your second favorite color? A little burnt orange situation. Next, opinions about soulmates, either romantically or platonically. I feel like, my opinion on soulmates, I do think they exist, and I think you can have more than one. You have a different romantic soulmate or platonic soulmate for every stage of life. You have your forever soulmates and you have your season soulmate, and it'll vary in all different ways, but it's that one person that will never, no matter who they are to you in life, you're always gonna have that spot for them. No, I very much believe in soulmates, platonically and romantically. You can have more than one, and that's that on that. Next, Team Edward or Team Jacob? Is it 2008? I'm gonna have to go with Team Edward. I'm really Team Charlie Swan. Not in that way, but Charlie Swan was really just my man. I know that goes against all my native blood, but I would pick Robert Pattinson over Taylor Lautner any day. And that's just me. So don't drag me. Next! What are things that make you happy? Seeing my friends be happy and succeeding, seeing my family be happy and succeeding. I just really feel like that's a loaded question because there's a lot of things that have brought me happiness that don't bring me happiness anymore. There isn't anything that like genuinely like brings me like genuine joy or happiness like continuously. I don't know. Next, how many times have you listened to Temporary Heart today? 45. And it would be more, but I had to film this video. Next, what's the best thing to happen to you today? Nothing really exciting or major has happened today. Next, what are your 3 favorite songs? Now play FMK with them. What do you listen to? What do you repeat? And what do you skip? Ooh. My 3 favorite songs right now would have to be Temporary Heart, Heroin, and No Idea by Big Time Rush. Those are like my top 3. Temporary Heart on repeat. I'm probably gonna listen to No Idea, and I'm gonna skip Heroin, and let me tell you why. Even though Heroin is my #1 favorite song, it reminds me of probably one of the worst times in my life. Next, top 3 qualities about yourself. What is up with y'all on the number 3? Top 3 qualities about myself. My intelligence, my ability to make connections and have them be genuine, and probably my memory. I don't know if memory counts as a quality, but it's something that I hold on to because I remember damn near everything. There's a lot of things that I remember, and if I don't remember something, I probably personally blocked it out of my memory. Next, favorite color scheme. Earth tones, I'm gonna put it up here. There's something about all of these colors on my skin tone that I love. I feel at one with the earth. I love being in nature. So those colors like kind of make me feel at peace and serene. Next, if you could choose a name for yourself, what would you choose and why? I really like my name, so I probably wouldn't change it, but if I had to, I'd probably just change my name to Janelle. My whole family calls me that anyway. It's my middle name. Next, top 3 characters you'd be and why. Okay, this was rude and disrespectful, so I'm giving you 6. I'm giving you my 3 non-black characters and my 3 black characters. So my 3 non-black characters would be Kinsey from Lost Girl. I know a lot of people have never seen Lost Girl. It's a Canadian show, but it's on Netflix. I encourage you to watch it if you love sci-fi. I picked Kinsey because although she was the human on the show, she always showed courage. She never turned her back on her friend. She was just a rock. Like, she was strong when she needed to be, but her empathy on that show was everything to me, and she stayed solid that whole show. All six seasons, that girl stayed solid, and that's my girl. Number 2 would have to be Veronica from Veronica Mars. Look, she had all types of stuff going on. People were hating her, knocking her down, talking bad about her, and she stuck to her guns. She was like, look, I'm Veronica. I'm that girl. I'm doing what I need to do. She had her friends back. She did everything that she needed to do. She's powerful. She's courageous. She's everything to me. Number 3 is my girl Phoebe from Charmed. I love Phoebe so much because she was the youngest out of the first 3 sisters, and then the middle child when Paige joined after Prue died. But she was always the underestimated one because she was more of a party girl, and everybody used to tell her that she was dumb and that she couldn't do it, and that, you know, she had no real sense of responsibility. You know, she always looked down on herself for her power. You know, watching her over the seasons come into her own and like be comfortable with her powers. Going from I have dumb powers that mean nothing to I probably have the best powers and the strongest powers in the family. I don't know, Phoebe was just, she defied the odds, you know. She was looked down on in her family, and she overcame and became that girl. Like, they realized they needed her. Without Phoebe, the power of 3 was nothing. I don't care. And then my 3 black characters, number 1, Maxine Shaw from Living Single. I would pick Max because she was probably the first character on TV that I seen that looked like me. You know, she was an attorney, Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, ride the Maverick. She was strong. She very much had this steeze to her, like she loved men, but you know, she came off very intimidating to them because she had a career. She knew what she wanted in life. She was like, I'm gonna go get it with or without you, and that's something that I, especially now in my older age, I've connected to. A lot of men feel intimidated by me because I'm not a damsel in distress. Like, I can save myself. I don't need somebody to save me. And Max was very that. She was very like, look, I'm gonna do what I need to do, but I'm gonna have my girls back, you know. But I'm also gonna have fun, and I'm gonna do me, and I'm a clown. Number 2 would be Pam from Martin. Along with, you know, Max, she was another woman on TV that looked like me, but she was a comedic role, but it didn't feel comedic relief how they try to portray, you know, more of the darker skinned characters. They're always portrayed as the comedic relief, but there was nobody else on that show that could match her comedic timing. Like, she was just herself, you know. She had a job, she was a businesswoman, but she also was kind of hood, a little rough around the edges, but she held it down, you know. She had Gina's back. That was her road dog, her ace. But at the same time, she was like, look, we not playing these games. I'm here, and if you can't match me up here, don't match me at all. And last but definitely not least is Molly from Insecure. I'm very much a Molly. I'm not an Issa. Do not argue with me in my comments because I know who I am. But Molly, she's very much kind of bratty and kind of a crybaby, and you know, she's very spoiled, but she always has her friends back. But all she's looking for is for somebody to have her back the way she be having other people's backs. And you know, she again has that corporate job. She's a lawyer. She can appeal to the whites. She can appeal to the blacks. You know, she's very much a chameleon in situations, but she's real. You know, she always told Issa the truth. And I feel like all of those characters, you know, like I said, have a lot of the same things in common. They're real, they're raw, they have empathy for people, but they were solid. Like, they never shook. May have like rocked a little bit, stumbled, but they got back up and they kept going, and they realized who they were, and they realized their potential. And I think that's very much how I am, and that's why I see myself in these characters, and that's why I would be them. Next! How do you feel about the way Beans act towards 360 / the collective? Okay, listen, here's the thing. I just, you know, one, it makes me mad that people see these 2 separate groups and think they're one whole group. Yes, they're the same friends, same friend group, 2 separate groups. And I wish people would realize that like, the people in the collective aren't in 360. Like, yes, they're friends, but they're 2 separate groups, and they've always been 2 separate groups. And I also find it weird when you follow people just to figure out what a whole ass other group is doing. Actually, don't do that at all. It's weird. Make it obvious that you're only paying attention to these people for pretty much. Like, you guys are making it obvious. Like, you guys aren't keeping that a secret. Because you can tell. Because you guys keep saying that certain people are in 360 that aren't in 360, and that's weird to me to only like a group of people for another group of people. Like, if you don't like them, you don't like them. Like, go ahead and watch their stories and stuff, but you do realize you're just giving them the clicks, the interactions, and the views, and then you end up looking goofy in the end. Like, yes, I essentially came across these people because of Pretty Much, but I stuck around because I genuinely enjoy the art that they provide. The majority of y'all, all you do is fucking drag them for existing, but then pretend you like them when Pretty Much is talking about them, and that's weird to me. That's how I feel. I just feel like it's very weird. And if you actually do like these people, like, be respectful and learn their respective groups. Like, they're not all in 360. Now let me explain. The collective is your Diamond, your Dwayne, your Carter, your Haley, your Jab. Like, that's that group. That's the collective. Luke, all them. And then 360 is your Twiggy, Choppy, your Navaya, them. The ones that have 360 in their name is in 360. And if they don't got 360 in their name, it's safe to say that they're not in 360, people. Come on. Come on. It's not rocket science. You guys just prove to me every day more and more that there's nothing but air in them oversized heads. I'm irritated now. Next. Favorite album of all time. I know what I want to say. Like, I genuinely know what I want to say because I'm stuck between two. But the first one I'm not going to say because y'all not finna drag me. And it would definitely be Kia, the one that would be dragging me. And I really don't want to lose that friend. So I'm not going to say what I really want to say. But my number 2 is The Divine Feminine by Mac Miller. There is just something about the production of that album. Every song just hits a different part of me. Like, I just hit a different emotion with every song. I felt connected to him in a different way because of that album, and you got to see like the genuine person that he was and the way that he loved women in that album. Next, thoughts on Next Town Down. Kia, if you sent that message, hey girl. I just started listening to them because their little EP situation came out, and Kia was all over Twitter like stream or die basically. She didn't say that, but she probably would have if I hadn't started tweeting that I was listening to the album. But I like them. I think they're cute. Some black boys doing their thing. At least I think they're black. If I'm wrong, please correct me. They can sing. They're cute. I really like Bust Down off the album. You got a little nasty situation. But Because I Love You is probably like my favorite. I listen to that song a lot. Wondering is also really good. I love a good Rich the Kid collab. Shout out Solita. Next! Besides Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town, what are your favorite Halloween movies? And this is how I know y'all don't watch my channel, because I've given you like a good 8 movies that I love besides Halloween Town and Hocus Pocus. But since y'all don't listen, I love both Addams Family movies. Scary Godmother, both of those movies are really good. Monster House deserves better because that was probably one of the greatest animated Halloween movies ever, and my boy Nick Cannon is in it, and that's that. Haunted Mansion is another good one. Got a whole ride at Disneyland and Disney World. Who's doing it like them? Last question. This isn't a question. It says, I think about killing myself every single day and IDK how I'm still here because I have no friends and nobody gives a shit about me. I don't know who wrote this because it was anonymous in my Curious Cat, but if you feel comfortable enough, please, please, please DM me. My DMs are always open. I very much understand what that feels like, but I want you to know, even no matter how much it feels like it, you are never alone. I know sometimes when you have friends and they have lives to live, you feel like you're being annoying, or it feels like they don't care because they're busy. I need people to stop saying that busy friends don't care, because people do have other lives, and sometimes people don't have the capacity to have empathy or sympathy for somebody else because they are going through other things, but that doesn't mean your friends don't love you any less. There's nothing more in this world that I'm more willing to do than listen to somebody, because I know what it's like to not be listened to. Something that I do very much when I feel like nobody's listening, I journal a lot. I write my feelings down all the time because it's helping me express and not keeping everything inside. I may not be talking to somebody specifically, but I'm not letting it just boil up inside of me. That's one thing that I can suggest if you're not comfortable with talking to a parent or a therapist, a counselor, a friend. I'm here at all times of the day. I don't sleep, so don't ever feel like I won't ever see your message. Feel like you need to know that somebody cares about you, and just know that I do. That was all the out-of-pocket mess that I had for you guys today. Just remember, you don't gotta let it kick in. If you gotta let it kick in, you wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me in the comments below if you enjoy these. But like I said, don't get too comfortable because movie time will be back next week. I'll see you back on Thursday with another one, with another one, with another one, with another one. Also, again, if you're 18 plus, please register to vote. It doesn't take long to register. Bye!